The monarchy is in damage control. Trump is joking about annexing Canada. Quebec MPs have walked out on King Charles. Young people don't care. Indigenous nations keep trying to remind Canadians what those treaties with the crown are really supposed to mean.
We saw them on their approach, as well as the Chief of the Defence Staff and the RCMP Commissioner before he lays a wreath here at the War Memorial. So that's something we're watching for. I see he's now finished speaking with the veterans, at least in my eyesight.
I think it's important to be clear that, like, while they might not say that that's why he came, that's obviously very clearly here what he represents. No one has officially said that King Charles has come to Canada for this, like for the throne speech and for it to be timed as it is, but it's very much, it's about, while they say it's about like showing sovereignty, which is a whole other contradiction that I've done other videos about, it's about the 25th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. All of these things are true, but if you believe that those are the only reasons, because like the 25th anniversary of the Unknown Soldier coincides with Memorial Day weekend, all for the same thing, right? The king came for Memorial Day, just not for the way that it's being represented. Memorial Day in the US and also in Newfoundland, Memorial Day in Newfoundland is not like how it is in the US. It's not about barbecues and mattress sales, right? It commemorates the July 1st, 1916 massacre at Beaumont Hamel, when the Newfoundland Regiment was sent to die in an absolute British-led disaster during the Battle of Somme. And out of 800 men, 750 were killed. 725 people were killed. A generation of working-class Newfoundlanders is just absolutely vaporized in an imperial meat grinder for nothing. And again, so how does this tie into King Charles's visit? Again, it's the timing. The King's trip wasn't on July 1st, but it's on Memorial Day. Like, it used to be celebrated in Canada until it wasn't, until it turned to Victoria Day the weekend before to become even more Canadian. And Memorial Day isn't just like a Newfoundland tradition, it's a Canadian tradition. It's just changed because of there needing to be more Canadian exceptionalism and more Canadian identity. The optics too, like the optics of Charles laying the wreath at the National Memorial marking the 25th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, again, on the week of Memorial Day weekend. It's not just neutral, apolitical gestures. It's the monarchy's silent performances of sacrifice that imply loyalty, continuity, and unity under the crown. That's the entire royal brand here. The monarchy shows up not to mourn, but to absorb grief, especially grief caused by the empire itself, and repackage it as national pride. And again, Newfoundland has a large part of the story here. Newfoundland was a British dominion in 1916, and its war dead are war dead of the British Empire, not Canada. And the crown, the British crown, knows this. They remember who bled for them, even if it's only because they needed that sacrifice to justify their continued existence and to continue this unification of Canada. And so Charles being in Canada near Memorial Day is absolutely not a coincidence. It's a strategic reminder. Once again, it's statecraft to remind people that the crown is still very much here, still watching, still presiding, still pretending that it's a symbol of this shared identity, not a symbol of colonial conquest. And the last part of this is like the politics, right? The monarchy is in damage control. Trump is joking about annexing Canada. Quebec MPs have walked out on King Charles. Young people don't care. Indigenous nations keep trying to remind Canadians what those treaties with the crown are really supposed to mean. Like, based on what they say, this is what they do. They show up, they wrap themselves in poppies and commemoration of those who died, and they whisper about unity, standing on the bones of the victims of a mass indigenous genocide that Canada is founded on. And so, yeah, King Charles didn't come for Memorial Day. He came for what it allows him to do, and that's to use, the memorial of a veteran as a shield, just like his mother did, just like his grandfather did, just like the British Empire has always done. That's its purpose. That's what its purpose has always been. It's that simple.